That being said, let's talk about more important stuff. So the Don't Say Gay bill, we had a discussion about this in the chat yesterday. Very unpopular with people that have an IQ above 5. But unfortunately, we live in a country, well...
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
So, Americans are dumb. I've said this. I think this is a pretty, blasé point. Wow, Americans? Stupid? Who'd have thunk? I would have never seen that coming. Poll. Americans split over Florida's controversial bills on gender identity and race. American voters are sharply divided over two contentious bills Florida state legislature recently passed that deal with the teaching of race and gender identity. According to a new Politico Morning Consult poll of registered voters, the poll asked respondents about Florida's parental rights and education bill dubbed the Don't Say Gay bill by opponents. The measure prohibits teachers from leading classroom discussions on sexual orientation and gender identity in kindergarten through 3rd grade, and seeks to ban such lessons from other grades unless they are age appropriate or developmentally appropriate. So that's the problem with these laws, right? It doesn't matter. Like, the language is irrelevant. The only thing that matters is enforcement. How it's enforced, who gets fired, who sues who, what the judges say. That's the only thing that matters, right? So, again, what does the Don't Say Gay bill actually prohibit? It basically just bans all mention of being gay or just gender identity. But that said, being straight, that's fine. You could, like, I remember in kindergarten, I'm 25, right? So I'm not that old, right? Like, this is 10 years ago. Things might have changed a little bit. When I was in kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, we would watch movies in school. Like, maybe once a month, like, there would be, like, a Disney movie on. Like, if there's a substitute teacher and it's like, every once in a while we watch movies. I personally am under the impression that's pretty standard. We had, like, the giant, like, thing that you wheel around, right, that has the CRT television on it, right, that where it's strapped down to that dolly and you wheel it from classroom to classroom. That's what we had. We would watch movies, Disney movies, animated film stuff. And sometimes in these movies, I was still in kindergarten when I was 15, 20 years ago, whatever. Sometimes in these movies, right, there would be parents in these movies. A lot of them have kids, and sometimes the kids would have parents. And sometimes in these Disney movies, the parents would kiss each other. Now, I'm just saying, this scarred me. I'm going to be honest. When I was in 1st grade and I saw the two parents hugging each other in, like, whatever Disney movie, I was scarred. Like, when Cinderella was trying to find the slipper or something, I got scarred for life. When the prince kissed her, I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, did you see that? The heterosexual sex and kinks are all over the fucking place. That's what I was saying. That's what I was freaking out. Everyone was like, what are you freaking out about? Now, I'm vindicated. But wait, no, it's only if it's gay. It can't be, like, a husband and a husband, like, hugging in a Disney movie. It's allowed to be a husband and a wife. That's fine. That's cool. That's classic. That's vintage. That's American. But a husband and a husband, a wife and a wife, can't do it. That's my problem, right? If you want to ban all mention of sexuality and gender, okay, go for it. I think it's dumb. I think that's dumb, right? But the problem with this is they're only banning homosexual references. And again, references, what does that even mean? Like, like, if you're the teacher and you happen to be gay, let's say you're a male teacher and you have a husband, my husband made cookies, I'm just talking about my experience when I was a kid, right? The teachers' spouses would bring food to the class, like, especially near the end of the year, they would be like, they would bring cookies, they would bring chocolate, like little treats and stuff. I'm just saying, I saw my teacher spouses all the time when I was in kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. I saw teacher spouses all the time, right? So the idea that you're allowed to bring in your heterosexual spouse, but you can't bring in your homosexual spouse, it's textbook bigotry. There is no, but again, they're trying to cloak it as like, oh, well, we don't want to teach sex to kids, right? Saying, oh, I have a husband does not teach sex to kids, right? Like, it's just like, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. And then the idea that fourth graders, right? Like, again, I'm 25, so factor that in. This is not ancient history. I had sexual education in 5th grade. It was like one VHS tape, and then we had like a 10-minute conversation. That was it. And all they mentioned was heterosexual sex, like, for the sake of procreation. That was it. I had no sexual education in middle school, high school. That was banned. That was not allowed. Now, keep in mind, I was in New Jersey, so I'm not even in one of these southern fuck shit states, right? And so, I'm just saying, that's weird. Why didn't they teach kids about gay sex? Is gay sex like an upgrade or something? It's like, it's not. It's just sex if you're gay, right? But again, in the minds of these weirdo bigots, and apparently 51% of Americans are also fucking stupid. Again, the theme of this show is Americans are the dumbest motherfuckers on planet Earth. Okay? So, to be very clear, the idea that, oh, you're allowed to teach sex for the purpose of procreation, you're not allowed to teach about blowjobs, I'm just saying, like, if we're going to teach about sex, I don't understand what is the difference in educating children about how sex works, like, for the sake of procreation or not. I've got news for you. This might be shocking. Almost every single kid is going to grow up and have recreational sex. I'm just saying. That's gonna happen. Now, again, there might be a certain section of people that are asexual, or maybe, they're just like freaks and no one wants to be around them, either or. So that's possible, but most kids are going to grow up at some point and have recreational sexual activity. So the idea that sexual education is only about procreation and that's it, and that there's no safety and precautions for anything else, that's just ridiculous. And again, the other part of this bill is leaving it up to the parents and other grades. Leaving it up, parents are the fucking problem. Parents are fucking stupid. You want to know why? Because Americans are stupid. So most parents are going to be fucking numbnuts motherfuckers. To be honest, my parents, when I was growing up, pretty fucking stupid. Every person who I knew's parents, and that's not many because I had no friends, also pretty fucking stupid. When I go outside, when I read the news, you know what I'm seeing? A bunch of stupid fucking morons with their dumb fuck kids saying stupid fucking garbage. So the idea that we're gonna leave this up to the parents, that's what got us into this fucking mess. Going back to like the Daughters of fucking Confederacy, right? They left that up to teaching they left the teaching of the Civil War up to the parents, and then those fucking children went around the whole country erecting fucking monuments to the KKK, right? So leaving things up to the parents doesn't have a good track record of working out well. But again, note, by the way, in Republican, legislatures in Florida, leave it up to the parents. Leave it up to the parents, man. The parents know what's best. In Texas, those same Republicans are like, oh, if you're a parent of a trans kid, we're going to send you to jail and steal your child, right? So notice the inconsistency, right? When the parents are supportive of their queer kids, they need to be thrown in prison, lock them up in the steel cage, they're evil. When the parents don't want their kids to even know that queerness exists, oh, that's great. They're looking out for their kids. What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? This is the state of America. We live in a dumb fuck country. When you go to the grocery store, there is a high percentage chance that every other person in that grocery store is a dumb fuck motherfucker. Like, polls, statistics all show when you're driving on the highway, chances are everyone else driving around you with their giant, fast, death trap metal machines that are capable of killing you in an instant, yes, they are all dumb fuck motherfuckers. Now, with that being said, I'm high right now, so please bear with me. A slim majority of U.S. voters who were polled, 51%, support, quote, banning the teaching of sexual orientation and gender identity from kindergarten through 3rd grade. First of all, no one is teaching. What does that mean, teaching? Like, there's classes where it's like, yes, we're going to teach everyone about sexual orientation. What does that even mean? Like, at most, like, this is the worst possible scenario that's ever happened in this direction. Like, a teacher maybe somewhere who possibly is homosexual may have referenced their spouse and then said, well, you know, some people, you know, some mommies and daddies get along and some mommies and mommy. That's like, that's the most likely scenario of the furthest of teaching homosexuality is like a passing reference, you know, and maybe like, yes, some people have moms and dads, some people have moms and moms. That's as far, there's no teacher in Florida who's like holding up sex diagrams and like bringing like collars and like fucking leather equipment to the, that's not happening, right? So like these people they're crying about a ghost, like they're whining about something that does not actually exist, right? And this is just like the critical race theory. It's you make something up completely out of whole cloth. It's all made up. There's no kernel of truth anywhere, right? And then you get people whipped up about it and they cry about it. Now 51% of people are crying about an imaginary problem. So anyway, 35% opposed, according to the poll results. The poll also found 52% support limiting lessons on sexual orientation and gender identity after third grade to age-appropriate discussions. Again, 52% of Americans are fucking shit-for-brains assholes. And again, it's one thing if someone's just a dumb motherfucker and they're walking down the road and they're not minding anyone's business. You know, they're minding their own business, I should say. Right? They're walking down the road. Yeah, they're a dumb fuck motherfucker, but they're not hurting anybody. They're just walking to the store, getting an ice cream cone, walking back home. It's all good. It's whatever. Right? But again, these are the dumb fuck motherfuckers, the American stupid ass bitches. The Americans are just, there is like a premium level of stupid. You know when you go to the gas pump and you got like regular and then you got premium? This is like, America is like premium stupid. We're like, you know, like when you go to the ice cream aisle and you get like that premium ice cream. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck the difference between premium ice cream and not premium ice cream is. But Americans, just for the sake of argument, Americans are fucking premium stupid. They are the dumbest motherfuckers in the world, right? So in their mind, right, like they're the person that's walking down this like sidewalk, right, trying to get the ice cream cone, but instead of just minding their own business, they're flailing around. They've got like fucking like, you know, they've got pots and pans and they're banging the pots and pans and they're kicking people in the fucking dick and they're fucking singing bad songs. That's the equivalent of 52% of Americans being polled. They're just trying to fuck the rest of this world up for everyone. They're a fucking dumbass, so they're trying to infect the rest of the country with their stupid ass garbage. And that's my problem with Americans. They're just so fucking entitled. They're entitled to their stupidity. This is the thing with, oh, it's just my opinion, man. It's just my opinion. Fuck your opinion. My opinion is that 2 + 2 equals swordfish, man. That's not an opinion. That's you're being a fucking douchebag motherfucker that doesn't understand how words work. The whole point of language is that we all fucking agree upon what these things mean, and then we can use these things and references and words and noises to communicate with one another, right? And so when people are banging the pots and pans and they're saying, we gotta ban gay kids from being taught about gayness, they're whining about something that doesn't actually exist. And the problem is that these bills don't just like, it's not like they're banning something that doesn't exist and then it's like a neutral, like nothing changes. What they're doing is they're using these fake outrages to put in actual restrictions on actual minorities that actually impact people and that are negatively impacting people. Again, and it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous that anyone falls for this shit. They're all fucking stupid. They're all dumb. Fuck Americans. Fuck Americans. Fuck them. Fuck them. I hate this country. I hate Americans. I hate the fucking leaders of this country. They're fucking garbage. They're all trash. They're scumbags. Fuck America and fuck Americans.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
So anyway,